Hey friends, my name is Terry and welcome to Terry Smell Goods. So what I've got going on here today is my pre-order haul from Lavender and Speckles. Yeah, it's kind of large. I mean, it's nowhere near the hauls I used to do, but it's larger than what I've been doing lately. I had a number of hauls arrive at once from various vendors, and I'm kind of feeling a little overwhelmed because I feel like I overdid it. But it is what it is, and I want to share my smell goods. So Lavender and Speckles pre-order August 1st. So this was the August 1st pre-order. It just arrived a couple days ago. We are turning the corner in September. So a quick turnaround again for Beth and Matt, the owners of Lavender and Speckles. And I got a variety here. I've got some clams, I've got some tubs, I've got some shapes, and I've got some souffles. So if you're interested in seeing what I picked up in the August 1st pre-order, stay tuned. Okay, guys, as I mentioned, Lavender and Speckles is owned by Beth and Matt Wilson. They are based in Alabama. Very Christian oriented business. In fact, Beth puts Bible verses on all of her wax. They offer a variety of formats as far as their wax, and they actually offer two different types of wax. So they have what they call a parasoy softer formula, which do I have any of that? I do because I have it in my tubs. I was gonna say I didn't pick up any samplers. They often offer samplers, and I didn't get any this time because my order was kind of large, and so samplers just weren't fitting into my budget at the time, even though a few sounded quite good. So I did not pick up a sampler this time around, but I do often pick up at least one, sometimes two from her. As I was saying, as to formats, as to wax, the Parasoy Soft, which is very soft, almost scoopable. You can spoon it out. I still tend to cut it, but it's very soft. It will get your hands a little oily. And she also offers a harder Parasoy formula. So the shapes you'll see here, the clams you'll see here. I have souffles in the soft too. I don't know why I can't see those because I have a number of them in front of me. But she has two different formats, wax. I have tried both. I often order both of my orders. I find that they both perform very comparable. I like to have both in my stash because I find that the harder Parasoy formula needs a little bit more cure time, and I often have wax sitting for a while, so I like the fact that that can sit for a bit. Not to say that the Parasoy Soft can't sit for a bit, because I'm having great luck on stuff that's coming up over a year old, not having any problems with it at all. Of course, that stuff that's coming up is her older olive oil formula, which she no longer offers. But again, this softer formula is comparable to that as far as I've seen in performance and in texture. And I just feel like I can warm the softer quicker. Like literally, even though she often puts a warm date on her invoice, let's see what she's recommending here. October 5th. Yeah, like that softer formula, I don't usually need to wait that long. But again, I have so much wax that I often am waiting because this is going behind other stuff I already have sitting. I don't tend to just pull wax right away and warm it. I've done it, but I don't do it a lot. I do that with my Scentsy more so because I'm usually testing things and reporting back to you guys. But these I don't usually warm right away. But sometimes with the samplers especially I will. So it all depends. Okay, so first thing in my box was an invoice. Got a couple. I told myself I wasn't going to go back in, and then I did. So I had two orders. Beth did graciously combine shipping. She always does. She does it on her own. You don't even have to tell her. She does do a tiered shipping amount. So she'll have, like, if you purchase $0 to $100, it's this amount. If you purchase 101 to 200, it's this amount, and so forth. But she always displays all of that information in her pre-order info. Business card, Lavender and Speckles Scents, has she and her husband's name on the back with her little chicken. Beth did introduce a new logo. Is it on this card? No, but I'm sure we'll be seeing it soon. She has a new, it's still a chicken, but it's a new chicken logo. Kind of has like that primitive look to it. And then she has a thank you card in this. And then she has a thank you card here, and this is very fall oriented, full of pumpkin, super cute. It says thank you, and then it has a Bible verse at the bottom, and then melting instructions on the back. And it does include types of warmers that she best recommends, and the types of waxes she has in this package. Super cute tissue paper was at the top of my box. Very fall. I have my fan on, so forgive me. It's a little cooler here this morning, so I don't want to turn my air on. I have my fan going. I actually have a fan in the window as well, trying to bring in some of that cool air. My allergies may not be happy about that later, but I just love the cool air. And so when it's, you know, early in the morning and I'm just feeling all the things, like just bring in that cool air. I want to feel that more than I do the air conditioning. So forgive me for the background noise. You'll probably hear Jersey start snoring as well. She's gone home this morning, so I'm not sure how much longer she'll be here. There's also a pen, free pen. Beth has been doing this for a little bit. This one is full of little pumpkins and gourds and pies. Super cute. So like a ballpoint pen there. Very fall. And the last goodie here at the top of the box was a sample. This is Strawberry Balsam. This is a scent that I do have in my collection. I love me some strawberry and tree. So this is sweet strawberry and balsam fir. And Beth marked it. Pretty sure this is my new favorite tree scent. I hear you, Beth, because tree and strawberry is my jam. Very sweet, juicy, jammy, macerated strawberry with a beautiful, beautiful, fresh tree scent. Very lovely. That is Strawberry Balsam. Thank you so much, Beth, if you're watching. I know she does watch her videos every now and then. If you're watching, really appreciative of the sample. I did purchase the sampler. So this was one of the samplers. She'll do different types. So some are these snap bars. Some are like little scent shot cups. Some have been clams like this. I really like the clam samplers. They're like my favorite. Probably not her favorite so much because she did mention that the clams take a lot of time to pour. I really like the clam samplers. She's done a little bit of everything, so just pay attention to what the sampler says it's comprised of, because there's different types. But this has definitely been one of them, and I like these too, these little snap bars. But super thankful for the sample. And Beth really does pay attention to things that you like. I noticed that she has often put in like an orange sample because she knows I love orange. She has put in a grape sample for me because she knew that I was a little weary of grape and was scared to try it, and so she threw something in there. She just does little things like that that just mean so much to me. And she is definitely one of my top vendors. I know a couple of you out there have asked me to do a top vendors video, and I really need to do it. The only thing really holding me back is I think I have too many tops. I have too many. I know a lot of the wax community has done like their top 5. And as I started going through it, I was like, I don't know how I do a top 5. So one day I'll get there, I promise. But she is one of my top. All right, we'll start with the shapes, because in this order, believe it or not, I got the fewest amount of shapes. And I usually go the hardest on shapes because I really like her shapes. These are definitely for your people who don't want to chop. And truth be told, I'm not one of those people. I actually love to chop. And sometimes I will take these shapes, which look like this. I will take them and I will cut some of these in half, because some of my warmers, the dishes are larger and I'll use the whole piece, and some are smaller. So I'll cut them in half. And if I'm using tea lights, I'll cut them in half as well. So yeah, I still cut, even though these are kind of meant for those of you who don't love to chop. So the first one here, I've had this blend before. I don't think I've warmed it, but I liked how it smelled on cold, so I picked up more. This is People Are Particularly Stupid Today. And again, those are what her shapes look like. So if you've ever ordered from the Candle Nurse, her shapes are basically just like the Candle Nurse's, but they're all white, whereas the Candle Nurse's are all kind of like that nurse teal color. So this is By the Fireplace type, which is a replica perfume. But it doesn't really come across as perfumey to me as far as wax. Vanilla chai latte and toasted marshmallow. Bubby, could you please get away from the tripod? Sir? Mr. Sir. Why are you so cute? Little booger. I'm actually warming one of Beth's chai scents in my space right now. It's about time for it to come out. It's very low keel right now. I actually turned my warmers back on this morning after having them on last night. So, yeah, I'll be changing it out soon. I am just trying to go full force through my fall basket. And, oh, man, it's so big. And for some reason, I go downstairs, I put wax away, I organize stuff, and then I pull more wax back up. So what you saw in my video, it ain't even all of it. This smells lovely. I always get weary of chai, and this is probably why I picked up another one of these, because when I smell this on cold, that chai note is not overly aggressive. Yeah, it's very warm. A little bit spicy for sure, but not overly spicy. So if you're overly sensitive to chai and spice, maybe you wouldn't want to pick this up. But if you're scared of that note and you like a softer chai, this blend would be for you. And then you get that beautiful, beautiful by the fireplace. And then the ooey gooey marshmallow. That smells like the coziest scent. Perfect for fall. Probably even more perfect in my case for winter, because I feel like that's a great cold weather scent. Love that. Peanut butter pumpkin cheesecake. Truth be told, I am not a huge peanut butter fan. So something about this must... Okay, I see what made me get it. Yeah. Yeah, I usually avoid peanut butter and wax. But this is peanut butter, vanilla butter fudge, which is a favorite note of mine. Pumpkin pecan waffles, also another favorite note of mine. And pumpkin cheesecake. So there was so much pumpkin going on here that I decided to go on in. And I was kind of hoping that the peanut butter would come across as kind of like a peanut butter cookie, a peanut butter bakery. I will say I do get the peanut butter. I do get that. But it's a realistic peanut butter, and it does lean a little bit peanut butter cookie for sure, and I'm happy about that. But that could be, it could be it's peanut butter cookie oil. It could be that there's so much bakery going on in here, it's helping that out. But you do get the peanut butter. So peanut butter first, and then I get these creamy pumpkin notes. And it's interesting that peanut butter is first, because I feel like pumpkin pecan waffles is very strong, but I think she even toned that out so that wouldn't be the aggressor here. But I do pick up the pumpkin pecan waffles. It's syrupy and sweet. If you ever smell the Bath and Body Works candle, I know it can be a little bit too much for some, but I love it. And I think it makes all things smell good. I don't know if this one's my favorite only because that peanut butter note is so strong. But I am going to warm it, because sometimes when you warm things... And by the way, guys, this is my first sniffs on everything. Even though I got this a few days ago, I have not. I've been full throttle here. I have not had a chance to smell this. So this is genuinely my first sniff session. Even though the peanut butter is strong in this, this may really even out when I warm it. So you just never know. Peanut butter pumpkin cheesecake. Sometimes I thought something didn't smell like my favorite on cold. I stuck it in my warmers, and it was the best thing ever. And vice versa. Pink cashmere. I think Nicole was talking about this one. And this was not in my original order, even though I thought it sounded good. And she had been talking about it, and she had recommended it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going back in. So this went in my second order. So we have strawberry pound cake, sweet berries, and cashmere sugar. I mean, it sounds good to me. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, very pretty. Very sweet berries. I feel like I get that the strongest. And then next I get that cashmere sugar. I don't pick up a ton of the strawberry pound cake. It's kind of sitting there back in the background, you know, sitting back on the shoulder. But I very much get the sweet berries. It comes across to my nose as strawberry. Now, the fact that she says berries makes me think that she stuck some other berry oil in here too. Or maybe she has a fragrance oil that has multiple berries in it. Maybe like a little bit of an elderberry. But this is quite nice. And the cashmere sugar is sweet and it's pretty at the same time. That's pink cashmere. Another perfect scent, I think, actually probably could go all year long. But I think I would like to do this in winter. Pink apples and cotton candy. This was also in my second order, another scent that I just could not stop thinking about, and so I went back for it. This is pink sugar, cotton candy, and Mac apples. If you know, you know. Beth's apple, oh my gosh, super strong. Sometimes too strong in a blend, because yeah, it is very strong. Beautiful apple, don't get me wrong. Oh, this is sweet. As I expected. The Mac apple is quite strong in here, but so are the other notes. The pink sugar gives it this femininity, but at the same time, it's sweetening up that apple a lot. And so is the cotton candy. So this is coming across almost as if you're smelling a candy apple, but even sweeter. Cotton candy covered apple. So that's pink apples and cotton candy. Okay, so that'll do it for my shapes. I told you I went low on the shapes, only 4 bags. Let's talk about my clams next. It looks like I have 7 clams. Gonna start fall cravings. So this is pumpkin and maple cream, chestnuts and brown sugar, sugared vanilla waffle cones, salted caramel popcorn, and sugar cookie dough. This was one that I had in my cart and I took it out. And I do think I went back in and got it in my second order. This one just kind of scared me a little bit. Chestnuts, not always my favorite thing, although I feel like I'm coming around the chestnuts, especially this chestnuts and brown sugar oil. Waffle cones I don't usually detect, so that didn't really bother me. Maple, although again, this is maple cream, and I've been finding if maple comes across more like a frosting or a bakery, I tend to enjoy it if it's not cloying. Salted caramel popcorn, that's probably my biggest scare in this blend. So that note scares me. Sometimes caramel popcorn or caramel apple can come across as smelling like celery to my nose. Let me see if I can pop this out. Sometimes wax smells a little different on the bottom than it does on top. Oh yeah, I really get that popcorn note. That said, this smells absolutely delicious. Oh my gosh. Especially on the bottom. Oh hell, this is like the most decadent dessert. It almost smells like a really yummy pumpkin slash, and I know it doesn't say pumpkin, but just kind of gives me that creamy vibe slash pecan or nutty, a bit mapley, like a pie that has all those notes, but probably leaning more towards like the puree version of the pie or like a frosting. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. It does say it has pumpkin in it. I tell you, I forget the notes as fast as I read them. To be fair, this one does have a lot of notes. So, pumpkin and maple cream, yes, I would say you smell that. Chestnuts and brown sugar, yes, I would say you smell that. Salted caramel popcorn, for sure. You smell it. It's not giving me that celery note, so I'm happy about it. Sugar cookie dough. I think that's just giving a little bit more creaminess along with the other notes. And again, I usually can't pick up waffle cone. I do get like a hint of vanilla in this, but waffle cone, I couldn't tell you. But that smells delicious. I'm glad I went back for that. Fall cravings. There's something about it that just kept reeling me in. I'm glad it worked. Butterscotch Beach. So we have butterscotch bourbon, beach marshmallow, and creamy vanilla. Another one that I wasn't sure of. I may have picked this up in my second, but maybe I got it in my first. I'm not sure. Okay, so I get the butterscotch bourbon. The beach marshmallow, which is what Beth calls her beach nights, that's not real prevalent in here. I get the vanilla. I get the beach nights, but again, it's allowing that butterscotch bourbon to shine. This doesn't smell like boozy to me, per se. It's very sweet. Again, to use the word decadent. Yeah, I really get all the notes again. Again, not overly boozy. You get the butterscotch bourbon, you get the beach nights, you get the vanilla. But again, the beach nights is not aggressive here. And I don't really care if it is because I love beach nights. But I kind of like how that's intermingled. So I think that one's going to be good. Butterscotch Beach. This is kind of like a version of beach nights that I would totally do in the fall. Winter is coming. This is cashmere cream, snowflakes in cashmere, and Palo. So Beth is the reason I like Palo Santo. Did not like that candle from Bath & Body Works at all. So when I started my vendor wax journey a couple years ago, I decided to avoid all things Palo. And I kept hearing that Beth's Palo was outstanding. And I finally gave in. I tried it. And lo and behold, I do like Palo Santo from certain vendors. Not just Beth, but I do agree with the masses that hers is the best. Snowflakes and Cashmere is a scent that I love from Bath and Body Works. It's kind of pretty and has a little bit of a frosted orange in it. And Cashmere Cream I like in wax as well. Usually very creamy, body care leaning. And I totally expected this to be body care because of those two notes. Oh, this is nice. I don't pick up a lot of the Palo, at least on top. I'm thinking that Palo might ground out those body care notes a little bit. So there's a little bit of a woodsy tone to this, but it's not overly obvious that it's Palo Santo. I do pick up that Snowflakes and Cashmere. Yeah, I feel like that note's the strongest. And again, I love that body care from Bath and Body Works and the candle as well, which they recently released. They seem to be learning on that. They still need to release a Beach Nights camo, but they did Snowflakes and Cashmere. And they did at the beach this past summer. So maybe, just maybe, we'll see a Beach Nights candle. But winter's coming. That's beautiful. I do think this is one that, even though it's very winter oriented, and I would probably prefer to do it in the winter, I could see this being warmed in spring and summer as well, as it just has that really pretty vibe. Fall Nog. I got one of her squigglies. I thought it was a bug at first. I about jumped out of my skin. It's one of her squigglies that she uses in her packing. So this is apple pie, pumpkin pecan waffles, eggnog, smoked cedar, freshest balsam, and sugar cookies. So there's a lot going on. And not only just fall. Well, I can see why it's called Fall Nog. I was going to say tree too. We're going to hear the dogs bark because I hear a dog barking outside. You didn't bark? Good boy. Good boy. This is creamy. Ultra creamy. You heard it too? Oh my gosh, this smells good. So I get the apple pie very well on the bottom. This one melted a little bit. Must have been in transit. A little bit of meltiness going on there. Oh my gosh, that apple pie note is outstanding. Definitely get the eggnog and the sugar cookies. Very creamy here. Pumpkin pecan waffles, yes. Not grabbing a ton of the smoked cedar, which is a note that sometimes scares me a little. I'm not getting that a lot. I'm getting a lot of the bakery notes. I'm getting that eggnog, and I'm getting a little bit of the tree. But again, the tree notes here, the cedar and the balsam, not overly so. She really mixed this together so it's leaning more fall than it is winter. But that eggnog is definitely there. It doesn't come across to my nose as a spicy eggnog. It's very creamy. That's delicious. To me, a fall scent. And I was thinking it might, depending on how strong the tree notes were, might be leaning winter to me. But yeah, I could totally do this now. The apple pie note in that is just outstanding. So that is Fall Nog. Autumn Macchiato. This is another one that I cut from my original list. You know how it goes. Caramel and maple sauce, mac apple, espresso, brown sugar, vanilla butter fudge, and spiced oat milk. So we got a lot going on. Was this a Sterling scent? I don't remember. Sterling does some really good blends. I don't remember if this was him or not. Oh, this is good. To the apple, first and foremost. I will say, and this is what scared me about this one, I do get that mixture of the caramel apple. It's not coming across the celery to my nose. So Beth is really good at mixing them together. Not to say that others aren't, just my nose is funny. But I'm not getting that in this. I do get the coffee. Yeah. I'm getting apple. I'm getting that caramel. I'm getting the coffee. I get the brown sugar. Vanilla butter fudge and the spiced oat milk are just kind of rounding up the back with a little bit of creamy decadence. But caramel apple is my top note here. And I don't know that this is my favorite, but at the same time, like, I don't smell this and think, oh, no. Nope, I don't think that at all. But that is just, like, personal scent preference. I'm not a big caramel apple person, and I knew this would be a wild card for me. But I love the name of it, and I'm going to try it out because I have a feeling those other notes are going to play well together when I warm that and mellow out the caramel in there, but we'll see. Whispers in the Dark. So we have plum. I love plum and wax. Ice birch. I love birch and wax. Palo Santo and marshmallow fireside. What's not to like in this, right? Yeah, that's pretty. This is going to be some good winter scents. Oh my gosh, the plum note in here is gorgeous. Sweet and juicy plum. Oh my gosh, and the woodsy note equally as gorgeous. Oh my gosh. This is like a dark, cozy scent. Fruity and juicy, but fruity in the way of like a dark plum, not like your berry notes or not like your apple notes or anything like that. And then you get that smokiness coming from the palo and the marshmallow fireside, but a nice even keel smokiness. I love the name of this. It totally fits. I don't know if this was someone's customs. I know she often includes customs in this, but if it was, you did your thing. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Love that. The plum note shines in this, and I love that. Whispers in the Dark. And in the last clam I have here, another wild card for me, Maple Chai Wedding Cake. I will say, because that other chai note was soft and mellow, I'm hoping, but, oh, is this the same? No, the other one was like a vanilla chai. For some reason, I thought this is masala chai, but it's not, which is good because masala chai I don't tend to love in wax. White cake, buttercream, almond honey, and a hint of maple chai cream. So it did say hint. It does have all these white, vanilla heavy notes. White cake, buttercream. Almond honey, I think is going to give it some nutty sweetness. I think this might be good. Yeah, that's good. Honey sometimes scares me at wax too. A honey note is definitely there, but oh man, it mixes so well with that maple chai cream. Oh my gosh, this is delicious. This is delicious. So cake, yes. Buttercream, yes. Almond honey, yes. Sweet and nutty. Oh my gosh, this is like the most realistic almond note ever. And I am not a big almond lover, but not like a cherry almond. It's nutty and sweet and gooey. And that maple chai cream is delicious. Oh my gosh. You know, my bakery loving heart is loving that. Maple chai wedding cake. Oh my gosh, my wild cards are working out pretty well here. All right, next let's do souffles. I think I have the most souffles, and then I have 4 tubs. So we'll do tubs last. Tubs are usually repeat purchases for me, or they will be scents that I think I'm going to really love, so I get them bigger. I've been trying to avoid loaves, only because loaves are just a lot. And I just tend to reach for the smaller pieces of wax because I am a start it and finish it kind of girl. So loaves, I've been trying to stay away from. I do still order loaves from the pharmacist's daughter because there's a good discount if you order the loaves. So I still do it with them, but I still try to take it easy with loaves. Beth also offers a discount with loaves, and she does not only offer loaves, but she offers larger bags of the shapes. So I like that fact. I like that I don't have to get a loaves, but again, I still will use all that up. So I kind of stay away from the larger things. But tubs I will get because tubs are just kind of like 2 souffles. So I will use that up in one, not one sitting, but I will slice that in half. I'll use half of that in my open space, and then I will come back to that within the week. That's not too much for me, but loaves take a bit longer. They take some progress, okay? Okay, this is a repeat purchase because I love this scent. This is caramel dipped pretzels. I've had this in her softer formula. This is her softer formula. The clamps and the shapes, as I mentioned earlier, are her harder parasoy. So this is toffee caramel, salted pretzels, sugar cookies, and beach marshmallow. Again, beach marshmallows are beach nights. This just got nice big bags here. This, as I said, oh my gosh, smells amazing. Oh yeah, so that's her softer. Not sure how well you can see that, but you can basically just scoop it out. I do still take them out of the souffle, and her souffles are, I know, you'll find that interesting, are rectangular. Most vendor souffles are round, but hers are rectangular. This is just so good. Most delicious. Oh my gosh, this is just rich and delicious and decadent. Her pretzel is very, very good. The caramel note in here is just perfect. I think it has something to do with that toffee. I love that. The beach night you get, but again, it's not aggressive in this blend. It allows that toffee and that caramel and that pretzel to shine through. And it is, I'm dropping my bag. It is delicious. It's a great performer. And I needed more. So I grabbed another one. Perfect scent for fall. Perfect scent for summer. Equal opportunity scent, you know? Caramel dipped pretzels. Okay, so these next couple are repeats too. This is Cake Cake Cake. And this is one I've had before. And absolutely, I loved it. Strawberry pound cake, pumpkin pecan waffles, and white cake. Yeah, it's so good. So good. I mean, cake on steroids. You get that really delicious, nice, fluffy waffle note. And then all the cake. All the cake. Pumpkin pecan waffles and all the cake. Imagine that. It's a great performer. It did very well in my open space. How to have more. Cake, cake, cake. Next one, I believe, is actually overly scent, and I have not warmed this yet. I have it pulled to warm soon, but on cold, this smells so good to me, and I knew I wanted more. This is Oxford Comma. And this is Cozy Spice Winter Tea, black tea, and spiced vanilla and cinnamon. I love tea scents, and to mix it with vanilla and cinnamon, I was like, sign me up, please. I love black tea, and I love cinnamon. I love vanilla. This is the most beautiful tea scent. I mean, cozy doesn't even begin to tell you. And I don't think it's overly spicy, but I like spice. I don't think I like too much spice, but I do like some spice. But that cinnamon to me comes across as a sweet, like a bakery, a warm cinnamon. But that tea note shines. It's so good. It's like a warm, cozy, slightly spicy, a little bit sweet black tea, like a warm tea, and it's so good. I can't wait to warm that. Like I said, I have this pulled. I have it pulled from my bedroom because I have it in like a snap bar. I can't wait. I can't wait. I feel like we see a lot of tea notes in wax that are green tea. We see white tea, kind of like your spa teas, but I like a cozy tea. Like I want an edible tea, you know? Trick or treat. This is also a repurchase. So I don't know. Did I repurchase all my souffles? No, I've got some new ones here. Okay, so this is cream cheese frosting, candy corn, and cupcakes at Tiffany's. I have not warmed this yet either, but I do plan to pull it for my October warming for the month of Halloween. Halloween being my favorite holiday. And I just think this smells amazing on cold. So I picked up another. So my former blend is the shapes. So I definitely will warm those this year because I picked them up last year. You get all this, and I love the candy corn note in this, but man, that cupcakes at Tiffany's and the cream cheese frosting just makes this the creamiest, sweetest, yummiest candy corn ever. Yeah, trick or treat, perfect name. How to get more of that? Almost, I mean, it is a cake note. I was gonna say it almost smells like a delicious creamy cake, but it does have cake note. Okay, this one I think is new to me. All Fools in Love. So you have spiced oat milk, sweet pumpkin puree, bake sale, which is pie crust, vanilla buttercream, and donut shop. So we got a lot. Love her little trees. So I get the pumpkin puree. Oh, I do get that donut shop in there. I believe her donut shop is like cinnamon sugar donuts and Palo, I believe. Maybe it's not Palo and donut shop on its own. It might just be cinnamon sugar donuts. Because I think she calls it Palo when it has Palo in it. I don't pick up any palo, but I do definitely get sweet cinnamon sugar donuts. So I'm pretty sure that's in here. I do get that spiced oat milk. Creamy, a little bit spicy. I don't get a ton of the vanilla buttercream in this. Not sure that I get a pie crust note. I get a creaminess, so it's probably the buttercream and the pie crust note, but not overly creamy. I get more of that spiced oat milk, that cinnamon sugar donut, and the pumpkin puree. And the pumpkin puree smells like it has a little bit of like a nutmeg in it, but it's not spicy by any means. I like that. Wonder why the name, All Fools in Love. I don't know, but I'm in love with the scent. It smells very nice. I think that one is going to be one that really opens up on warm. It's going to become something special. All Fools in Love. Spice, spice, and more spice. Okay. We might get spicy here. So we have oatmeal cookies, pumpkin spice, and apple pie. Yeah, all spicy oils. Oh, yeah. It's spicy. Oh, that apple pie. I like her apple pie. Yeah, I get the apple pie the strongest. Oatmeal cookies, kind of sitting there behind apple pie. But her oatmeal cookies is nice. I don't love oatmeal cookies in all vendors' oils. But this is nice. Oh, man. Same thing with pumpkin spice. Sometimes pumpkin spice can be a little bit much, especially if it's kind of clove heavy. It's spicy, but it's kind of like your spicy you would get like an apple pie. That smells great. Spice, spice, and more spice. Sweet pumpkin coconut shortbread. You know, your girl Terry is a bakery girl, and I love me some pumpkin. I love me some coconuts. So this was a no-brainer. We have pumpkin caramel swirl, which is a Bath & Body Works type. In fact, I think I'm working on that candle right now. Vanilla coconut and coconut shortbread cookies. That's good. That is good. Shut up. That coconut shortbread cookie is delicious, man. Delectable. Oh my gosh, that is delicious. I really like the mixture of that with the pumpkin caramel swirl. Creamy pumpkin decadence. Delicious, luscious. Oh my gosh. Coconut shortbread cookies, the star here. You gotta like that oil, but oh man, that's delicious. Sweet pumpkin coconut shortbread. I do like the mixture of pumpkin and coconut together. Totally works. Molasses, cream, cheese frosting, and brown sugar pumpkin donuts. Sometimes Beth has some really long names. So this is Matt's Perfect Fall Anytime Bakery Blend. Oh, so this is Matt's creation. I do remember that. Okay. Cream cheese frosting, blended with molasses and brown sugar pumpkin donuts. Sounds good to me, Matt. Sounds good to me. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. It almost smells like there's a coffee note in there. And I ain't mad about it, but it doesn't say coffee. Matt, did you sneak some coffee in here? I know he has a great breakfast blend that I think has coffee in it. I swear it smells like it has coffee. It's so good. This is so good. Oh, I love, love, love the combination here. Yeah, cream cheese frosting, molasses, and what the cream cheese frosting does to the molasses. Oh my gosh, it's not bitter, it's sweet, and it's decadent. And I know I've used that word a lot in this video, but I mean, these truly are smelling like delicious, decadent desserts. And you know, I'm a bakery girl, so you're always going to see a lot of bakery in my hauls. I do go outside my box a little bit. I love tree, of course, so you'll see tree and stuff. I love pumpkin apple, again, gourmand, but fruity. This is delicious. I get the pumpkin donuts, the brown sugar, the molasses, the cream cheese. And I swear I get a little bit of a coffee. It's magnificent. I don't know. Maybe it's a note in the molasses that's kind of making me think coffee. Beth, you gotta let Matt do this more because he's good at it. He's good at it. Molasses, cream cheese frosting, and brown sugar pumpkin donuts. Maybe we could call this Matt's Donuts. Pumpkin pecans and spiced buttercream. I think I have this in my stash, and I love how this smells. I don't know that I've warmed it yet. Pumpkin pecan waffles, pumpkin spice, and vanilla buttercream. I just warmed something. Was it this? It might have been this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think it was this because it smells amazing. Times. So many times. Amazing. Yeah. This smells so good. It smells like a fluffy waffle. Oh my gosh, this smells amazing. Fluffy waffle. I don't really get spice in this. I do get a nutty vibe. Yeah, I don't really get spice, but I do get pumpkin. And I get that creamy, delicious buttercream. Oh man, there's something about her buttercream blends. I love it with banana. I love it with pumpkin. I'm thinking maybe we should do like a blueberries and cream version, like her blueberries with vanilla buttercream. I got customs coming up in November, so my wheels are turning a little bit. Plum sugar cookie zucchini bread. This may be a repurchase, or is this a first time? I don't remember. Red plum sugar cookies and zucchini bread. Plain simple. One thing I will tell you is Beth has a great zucchini bread. Not all vendors' zucchini bread is created equal, but hers is great. It's delicious. A little bit dense, but I love it. Kind of that fine line mixture between a dense and a creamy zucchini bread. It's a bit bready. Oh my gosh. The plum note is so good. Sweet and juicy plum. And then that really delicious, bready, creamy zucchini bread with a sugar cookie. Gives it more sweetness, but not overly sweet, if that makes sense. This is like your perfect scent to do like during Thanksgiving, but honestly, all year long. All year long. Plum sugar cookie zucchini bread. Spiced apple cider pie. Apple cider sometimes can go rogue with my nose when it comes to wax. I actually love the smell of apple cider in real life. Spiced apple cider, vanilla butter fudge, and pie crust. I was thinking that vanilla butter fudge is going to be so good with that apple in here. Oh, yeah, this smells like a pie for sure. Ooh, that's good. That's a good apple cider. It is spicy. Yeah, kind of like your mulled spice cider. And I think that really tones down the acidity that can come with an apple cider. This is really good. Vanilla butter fudge. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, those other notes really tone down. What could come across to my nose is acidic, vinegary, harsh, sharp, and it's not. It's not that way at all. This is really nice. Kind of comes across bakery, kind of comes across as a drink, kind of comes across as mulled. Very good. Spiced apple cider pie. Okay, guys, we have one last pile of soufflés here, and then we have our tubs. So we have, oh, this is a repeat. Spiced orange cake with buttercream drizzle. This is a favorite. I have warmed it. I love it. I mean, if you know, you know me. I love orange. I love orange bakery. I love this. And again, she mixed it with that buttercream. It's just so good. Orange Danish cinnamon spice cake, vanilla buttercream, and fresh squeezed oranges. This maybe not Matt's brainchild, although it could have been, but I know this is a favorite of his. I think me and Matt, we're on the same page. Ugh, just, it's so good. It just literally smells like an orange spice cake. Just has this rich, creamy, warm, drizzling orange zest frosting just dripping down this delicious, warm spice cake. It's so good. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorites. And I have many favorites when it comes to Lavender and Speckles, but this is definitely at the top. Spiced orange cake with buttercream drizzle. Peach cobbler and pie crust. If you know, you know. Again, Peach and me, we don't tend to be friends, but I decided to try this. So this is a wild card for me. Peach pie filling, cinnamon dough, frosting, and pie crust. I think this might have been one too that I debated about, and then went back for it. Figured I'd try it. And it's just a small souffle. So if I don't like it, I don't like it. Again, let's see. Oh. Okay, now I remember my thoughts at the time. I was thinking that sometimes cinnamon mixed with peach really works for me. And that is the case here. This really does smell like a peach pie. Sprinkled in cinnamon. I don't really get a frosting note, but this does have a sweetness about it. But I think a lot of the sweetness is coming from the peach pie. Maybe the frosting is lending a hand to it. It does literally smell like peach pie filling. And then I get the cinnamon. It's like cinnamon sprinkled on top of peach pie and then the pie crust. This smells amazing. Yeah, that's what I was thinking at the time. I was thinking the cinnamon may work for me in this peach blend, and it does. It absolutely does. I love that. Peach cobbler pie and crust. I can't believe I am smelling a peach scent and saying I love it, but I do. Breakfast is bananas. Banana is another favorite of mine. I love banana. I love all bananas. I love it tropical. I love it creamy. I love it runty. I don't care. Love it bakery. I love banana. Caramel, banana nut bread, zucchini bread, and coffee house. This is going to be so good. I know it. Shut up. Shut up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is so good. So the mixture of the banana nut bread with the caramel almost kind of gives us like a bananas Foster's note. And then again, that zucchini bread is delicious. Very fine line between dense and creamy, but it is very creamy. And then you pick up that delicious coffee. You're sitting at a coffee house. You've got a fresh brewed cup of coffee. And you've got this dessert, this banana nut bread, and it's covered in a little bit of caramel. And it's like an ooey gooey thick caramel. This is delicious. This is going to be a whole new favorite for me. Oh my gosh. I should have got that in a tub. I should have got that in a tub. This may go down on my customs. Like I said, my customs is coming up in November. Breakfast is bananas. I love the name. Is this someone's customs? Oh my God, so good. Here we go again. Last souffle here. Caramel banana bliss pie. I'm thinking this may be somewhat similar to that. We have brown sugar pecan, cream cheese, cinnamon buns, blended with banana cream pie and pie crust. So it sounds a bit different. Oh my God. First of all, neither one of these banana scents are runty. Not to my nose at all. Not that I would have cared, because I like runty bananas, so I wouldn't have cared. Although I tried the banana blend recently that I did not love. I think it's coming up in my upcoming empties, which will probably come up later than this for sure, but I did not overly love the banana blend. And I can't remember what it was, but it was very much like a blend of an artificial banana with an overly ripe banana, and I just did not love it. This is delicious. Warm, sweet, creamy, gourmand goodness. I mean, you get the brown sugar pecan. It's a little bit nutty. You get that creamy cream cheese. And it's mixing so well in with that cinnamon buns. It kind of comes across as like you're at the mall, you've got a cinnamon, and it has that really creamy, delicious cream cheese frosting. But you get that mixture of the cinnamon in the air and in the bun. And then mixed with what truly smells like a banana cream pie. It pushes all the right buttons. It pushes all the right buttons in my bakery loving soul. In my banana loving soul. It's better than I could have imagined. Caramel banana bliss pie. All right, last thing here are my tubs. Not sure which are repeats. This is a repeat. That's a repeat. That's a repeat. All repeats. So some I haven't gotten in a while, so I'm excited about that. This was actually from a sampler that I just tried out. A pretty recent sampler from Beth. It was her pretzel sampler, and this was in it, and I love it. And I actually thought I tried another scent that was in that sampler that I really loved and got. Maybe I got a smaller one of it. I can't remember what the other one was. But I know for sure this was a favorite. Blueberry Waffle Whirl. Yeah, this is so good. Blueberry, pecan waffles, apple cider donuts, and pretzel. Sign me up. There's her stuff. Oh my gosh, it's so fragrant. Yeah. Blueberry, first and foremost. You gotta like blueberry. But your girl Terry, she loves blueberry. And I love it mixed with pumpkin. Oh my gosh. And I love it mixed with apple. And apparently I love it mixed with pretzel. I do think I've had a blueberry pretzel blend before. But the pretzel is not overly pretzel in this. So this is like, it's almost like a blueberry pumpkin apple donut, if that makes sense. Oh, it's so good. And it's nice and strong. Like, this is case in point, one of those blends that I wouldn't have to wait to melt. Honestly, this maybe want to get into a little early because I just want more of that in my life. So this is one of those blends that may not be sitting around until next fall. This may be happening this fall. Not that a lot of these would be on purpose, but we'll see how much scents I get through. But that's Blueberry Waffle Whirl. Lazy Hazy Days. This one I haven't had for a little bit. And I've been wanting it to come back, and I've been asking for it. And the funny thing is, it was in a recent pre-order, and I must have totally missed it. I didn't see it because I definitely would have ordered it. But it did come back in this order, and I went in for a tub. Birthday cake blended with sweet lavender. I know. I know. If you've been with me for any length of time, you know I don't like lavender. Red Delicious Apple and Cotton Candy Frosting. I have found that sometimes, not always, but sometimes when lavender is mixed with apple or lavender is mixed with peppermint, I actually enjoy it. And this one's mixed with apple. And it's just so good. Oh, it's been a long time since I warmed it, so I can't wait to have this back in my scent memory because, you know, it's been a while and I don't overly remember everything about the scent when I warmed it, but I knew that I loved it and I wanted to smell it again. And yeah, it's so good. So the apple, it's red delicious, red deliciousness. I really love the sweetness of the cotton candy frosting here. The lavender is not too much. Honestly, I would smell this and I could not tell you lavender's there. But it is. It's there. And it mixes in well with that birthday cake as well. Delicious, fruity, bakery. Goodness, I'm so glad to have more of this. Lazy Hazy Days. And I love the name of it. Another repeat, and I love sweet pretzel bread and strawberries. This one's so good. So we have pretzel, we have white cake, zucchini bread, and strawberry pound cake. Oh my gosh, another fragrant one. Oh man. Oh, it's so good. There is something about cake mixed with pretzel. I don't know what it is, but oh man, do I love it. Pretzel shines in this one. Oh man, the pretzel's so good. But so is the cake. I don't overly detect that there's zucchini bread in this. But man, do I get the cake notes. I get the strawberry pound cake. It almost smells like it has a little bit of a fresh strawberry in it. It doesn't say that, but it kind of smells like it to me. And that pretzel is salty, crunchy deliciousness. Oh my gosh. I cannot tell you. Like, this is not even enough. Oh my gosh, another one I may have to get into sooner rather than later. Strawberry pretzel. So good. So good. Sweet pretzel bread and strawberries. I really love her. Is it called vanilla marshmallow pretzel or something like that? I really love that. This one I love equally as much. And this last scent here, is one I have not seen Beth pour in a long time. I had it in one of her older bags that I collected in a D-stash, and I fell in love with it, and I needed it again. And when I saw she was pouring it, I was like, sign me up. There's another blend that I warmed, also from a D-stash. Actually, no, I purchased directly from Beth, but it was early on. Blueberry zucchini bread. I am coming for you, blueberry zucchini bread, in my customs, because I have been begging and begging and begging for that scent to come back, and it has not since I originally warmed it, and I want it. I want it. This is pumpkin eggnog. Again, it's been so long since I warmed it, but I know I loved it. Pumpkin pecan waffles and eggnog. That's all it is. Plain simple. That's what her tubs look like. This is one, it smells really good in this tub, but this one really opens up and warm into something special. It's creamy and it's fluffy and it's sweet and it's syrupy and it's just absolutely fall deliciousness. I get a little bit of cinnamon in there. Yeah. I haven't had this one so long. So, I don't know. I think all these tubs are going to end up in my near future warming menu for sure. Pumpkin eggnog. So happy to have more of that. So happy. You guys, that'll do it. I know. It was a little bit unhinged. Probably nowhere near as big as some people's orders, but it certainly wasn't small. I do have room in my Lavender Speckles bin because I've been on a warming quest. And I've been warming through some LNS. So I do have room for this. It will probably be full once I put it in there. But I do have room. I'm about to take my laundry down soon. So I'm going to take this down. I got my Dustin's order that I filmed. I'm going to take that down. I have 3. Count them. 3 more boxes sitting out on my counter. Luckily, they're all smaller than these orders. So this one was definitely a larger box. My Dustin's wasn't a huge box, but I don't know, maybe smaller. The boxes feel heavy. I know I have my Knowles out there. I have Sassy Girl Aroma, and I think Rainbow Melts. So those are to come. All my orders are showing up at once. I have something else on its way. I have Birdie's Making Sense on its way because I was an RTS. But I normally participate in her Halloween RTS, and that's what it was. So I picked up some shapes. And she did pour a couple since I asked for. So I picked those up. I want to say something else is on its way. And then there were pre-orders this weekend. There was a pre-order last weekend. Teddy B's was last weekend. I always go too large on that one. And I did. Second and Spruce was this weekend. I went sizable on Second and Spruce. Rose Girls, I haven't finalized my order, but I need to today. It's her last Mario pre-order. So I'm going to stick with mostly snowflakes. I love her snowflakes. So I'm actually really happy she poured them. They are cheaper than her mini melters, but I actually really think they store well. And I get really good performance out of those if I let those sit. I think it has something to do with the shape being larger and not being all chopped up. I could be wrong. But I know a lot of people double bag their mini melters. And there are some people in here. Aubrey, girl. She warms her Rose Girls years later and she gets amazing performance. I love it. I love it. But I do a lot of bakery from Rose Girls and I don't always get that a year after. So I have learned I love Rose Girls. I'm not going to stop buying from her. I still love her blends. I love her creations. I love her wax. I love the mini melters. I'm just going to warm it sooner. So I'm going to live in the moment when it comes to my Rose Girls wax and warm sooner. But I really do like those snowflakes, and I like her, the other shape she did. It was larger. Her skulls, she didn't do them this year. I saw them for the first time last year. She did them for Halloween, and they kept really well, too. I've warmed a few recently, and they're a year old, and they're doing great. So, I love the snowflakes. And I got some snowflakes from last year that I plan to get into this year, and I don't have any worries about them. I think they're going to do great. So, last Mario pre-order, I had to participate. What else did I do? I did some damage. I did some damage this weekend. Besides the birdies, which is already on its way. I can't remember who else I ordered from. My memory is horrible. But I feel like there was like 4 vendors this week. And I was thankful that the pharmacist's daughter didn't do an order. Not that I need any more pharmacist's daughter. I have plenty of fall wax from her. And I don't need more. I don't know how much Christmas wax I have from her, but I have plenty of fall. And I don't need more. So, you know, I like to do my coffee scents and all that in fall, so I don't need more. But anyway, I didn't mean to hijack this video with everybody else's. I was just talking about how I got a lot of wax coming and forthcoming, and we'll see, guys. We'll see. I need to quit wanting all the things. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this content today. If you did, please give me a like. I would appreciate it so much. And subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here in my little home fragrance corner of the world, where I talk about all things home fragrance. I talk about vendor wax. I talk about Scentsy. I am a Scentsy consultant, so you will see Scentsy content here. I talk about candles. I do candles. I have a vast candle collection. I do candles here. I do a little bit of everything. If it's fragrancing my home, I'm talking about it. I think the only thing I really haven't dabbled in is oil fragrance. I haven't done oil diffusing. I've been curious about it. If you have something to share with me, share it in the comments below about oil diffusing. I know Aubrey, my girl Aubrey, does oil diffusing, and I've been waiting for her to do a video about her oil diffuser, and I know she's done a video about her oils themselves. I hope to see that come from her, because she has talked about how that does really great wonders for fragrancing her home in the summer months, because it doesn't put out a lot of heat like my warmers do. So I'm curious, but at the same time, I'm like, do I need to add another form of fragrance to my home? I don't know, but I'm curious. I will say that. I am curious. And Scentsy has such beautiful oil diffusers, and the Halloween one they released this year, it is speaking my name. It is speaking my name. Yeah. But anyway, as I said, if you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And guys, I will see you in the next video. Also, comment below if you participated in this pre-order, if you picked up any samplers, what have you. Comment below what you're loving, what you're not loving. I always love to hear all the things. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye.